Hey everyone! I figured I should do some reading sprints because I just got off from work and I am not tired at the moment. So I figured I would just do some reading sprints. I'm only going to be reading for maybe about until maybe midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. But nothing too crazy, at least for 2 hours. So at least till midnight. That's the goal. Um, so probably two 60-minute sprints possibly. Like I said, nothing too crazy because I feel like once I read for 2 hours, I think I'll finally be ready to go to sleep. For this first print, one, I'm going to be taking a shower. Two, um, I'm going to eat because I haven't had dinner, so I'm going to eat. And then three, I'm reading Feybound. I was able to get at least earlier today, at least 100 pages in. And so far, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm really liking her little sister Little. Like I'm starting to get her. But yeah, so I'm thinking of just reading until midnight. So just two 60-minute sprints. Nothing too crazy, y'all. I know, but who knows? If I'm still up, we might do another 60. So maybe so. We'll see how my energy goes during the sprints. Let's see. Hey, Elysees. Hey, Scorpio Rising. Hey, Rainy. I'm trying to finish. Did you hear about Kitty Carr by Crystal Paul Smith? You'll finish it then. You'll finish it. How far are you in it? In the book. Hey, Ulysses. I couldn't stand Little, but it was because of the audiobook. Oh, okay. Because I didn't listen to the audiobook today. I actually was just reading it with my eyeballs, and I was really liking her. I liked her stance on certain things, as opposed to her sister Urine. I'm not trying to say urine; it's urine. But yeah, I can see why. I can see why you would not like Little too, though. I get that. But yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna also do this while I am here. Do this real quick. But today wasn't a bad day. Taking care of the kiddos, trying to make sure they're good. Um, my son's legs don't hurt anymore, so that's a plus from his growing pains. Um, and then work was cool. No crazy customers today. Not at all. There have been some interesting questions, but it's okay. It is what it is. Let's see. 260 pages out of the 400. Okay. All right. Yeah. You should be able to finish it tonight. I'm rooting for you that you'll finish it. Um, now this I definitely won't be finishing this night. It would be amazing if I finish it tomorrow though. That would be something. I didn't like the voice of the narrator uses for her. It's bratty. It makes her sound like she's whining all the time. That is true. That is true because when I was listening to an audiobook audio yesterday, it didn't seem like she was a brat, and it made her seem like she's not 28 years old. Like when they told me how old she was, when she was 28, I'm like, whoa. They definitely could have got somebody with a more mature voice because yeah, I think that voice for Lettle did not match her. Because when I'm reading it with my eyeballs, it seems like Lettle is more mature. Uh, and but when you listen to the audio, it's complete opposite. Complete opposite. Hello, Melissa. How are you? Did you finish your book? Plain I forget Plain Heroines. I forget the title. I wonder if you finished it. Hey, Kathleen. How are you? I hope everyone's day was great today. By the way, wherever you are. Um, Let's see that too. It makes her sound like a little girl. She gives everyone else a great boy. Right. I'm like, how old is she? I'm like, this is Leto is a grown ass woman. I'm like, come on. At least have a more mature voice, in my opinion. So yeah. Um, but all right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to read? I'm ready to read. So like I said, we're at least gonna do two 60-minute sprints and then call it a night. Maybe a 30-minute, probably just to finish it off probably. But yeah, hold on, let me see. I'm still reading it. I'm almost at 50%. Okay. I still love the book though. I just know I would have received her character better if I had read it with my eyeballs. Yeah, because when you read it with eyeballs, she was definitely mature, and she definitely seemed like she had a firm stance on things regarding the where they were living and stuff. But yeah, I think the voice for Leto could have definitely been more mature. Let's go. Ready? All right, let's go. All right, happy reading, everyone. We're gonna do a 60-minute. What up, everyone? How was that sprint? I took a shower, ate dinner, read a little bit of Faybound, and it's getting good. It's getting really good. And I'm only like 115 pages in, and I'm liking it. I'm really loving this world, and I'm glad that like this is a world where you have elves and fae, and it's nothing like anything I've read, which that's a plus. Because when you think of fae, you think of other books and other authors, which I shall not name, but this is definitely a breath of fresh air, and I love it. I love it. Let me see. Hey, you, did you see who called for who? Sorry, I'm like, who called for a ceasefire? Who did it? Let me know. Hey, Jan. Hi, reading the final strife and not vibing nearly as hard as Faybound. Yeah, so Final Strife has definitely is a whole different vibe, completely different. I feel like Faybound, it's not as, I'm not gonna say this is fluffy or whatever, but it definitely isn't as brutal. I feel from what I've read so far as the Final Strife is. Um, so just keep that in mind, but keep reading it, because it gets good. It gets good. Hi, Bree. How is the packing going? I hope you're doing good. Hope Alex doing good. Let's see. Hey, it's a different vibe completely. Yes. Mm-hmm. Hey, Brandy. How are you? Hi, Tanya. Hey, Cherie. Hey, y'all. I've been sprinting all day reading Wander in the Dark by Jamada Emil. Halfway done. Okay. Let me know what your thoughts are. I didn't read. I think it was called Black Queen, because I heard it was just not the vibe. But let me know. I've seen this book and I'm like, I wonder what type of vibe it's giving. So let me know. Finishing Secret Lives of Church Ladies and reading Faybound. Hey, Faybound is good. Like if it doesn't win an award, I'm going to be upset. I see people reading it left and right, and like I made sure I ordered like at least a lot in my store so that we have it. Like I've been ordering a lot of books by Black authors in my store and making sure they are up front. And it's not your typical books that I'm talking about. I'm talking about new releases and stuff like that, so that there's representation. I'm still in the process of trying to see if I can put a section in there where it's Black voices in fiction. So I'm hoping I still talk to my boss and see if that is possible, because I really would love that if they have it, because a lot of people that come into the store, they always come to me and they're always like, hey, I see you got this like romance, for instance. I see you got romance or whatever, but where can you recommend books by, romance book by Black authors? And we don't have a lot. So I've been trying to get on the hunt and making sure that we have a good amount of books. I need to probably next time I go to work to make sure they're, especially Kennedy Ryan's book, need to get a few more copies with all her books in the store. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to do my part to make sure that we're represented in the bookstore, because it'd be hard. It'd be hard. But when I met James Dont in person, and he asked me about the store or whatever, and what I would like to see change, especially when it comes to representation by Black authors. Yep, I did ask him. He said that it's not corporate that decides that; it's the management within the store that pretty much is the way, pretty much who the boss is at the store. That's what they read and what they like. That's what you're going to see. So it's not necessarily corporate, supposedly, that is in control of what's being put on the shelves, because it varies from store to store. But I'm doing my part, y'all. I'm trying. Hey, Scotty. Hey, y'all. On page 301 of Chain Gang All Stars, hoping to finish it tonight. I'm reading that this month. Oh, I'm excited to get into that one. I hope you're enjoying it. Mr. Mayor, he called for a ceasefire and everyone is losing their shit. What? I'm sure it's on TikTok. I gotta see. I gotta see. Read 56 pages. Okay. I made some black beans, queso Escondido. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And got to page 27 of The Remarkable Retirement of Edna Fisher. Ooh. And that black bean. Oh, Alicia, you're making me hungry all over again. Every time we talk about food on here, I start getting the I start getting the munchies. Like I want some food. Now I'm thinking like I made earlier as a snack. I got like fat-free bagels or whatever. And then what I did was I flipped them over. I sprinkled mozzarella cheese on them, and then I put the egg in the 2 eggs. So I put one egg in the center of one side of the bagel and then the other. And then I sprinkled some more mozzarella cheese and some chili, a little bit of not chili pepper. I can't think of it. With red pepper on it, and with a little bit of salt and pepper. Stick that in the air fryer, and oh my gosh, it can be for breakfast. It could be for lunch. It was so freaking good. I love my air fryer. And oh, I forgot to say this to y'all yesterday. Guess what I did Thursday? Guess where I went? And I said I was scared to do it. Just guess, and then I'll tell y'all. Because Bree's always been talking about it and how amazing and life-changing it is. But I was always scared to do it because I was just freaking out, and I feel like I would tense up and something bad would happen. Oh man. Oh, I'll just tell y'all. I went to the chiropractor. And they said it was new clients. It was like a sale they were doing. And it was like a consultation and exam or whatever for $29 and stuff. So I did that. And I was scared because he's like, oh, and also he was black too. So that was also a plus. I felt more comfortable. Like you were hearing, like when I walked in there, it was a vibe. When I walked in there, you heard, I was like, like the music, I was hearing Prince, Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross. Like I was hearing a whole bunch of music, and I'm like, okay. And then when I go back there, I'm like, oh. So yeah. So went to a chiropractor. He did my neck, he did my back, my hip. Oh, it was amazing. I was scared, y'all, especially when it came to my neck. And he was like, breathe in and breathe out. And then I'm like, oh. And Keandra was with me. And oh, it was just a fun. It just, like, I always had back problems, but that was mostly because, like, when I had my daughter, that's when my back was bad. Like, my sciatica was so bad. Like, I was doing yoga and everything when I was pregnant with her, and my back was just hurting. And then when I had my sons, it just made it worse. So, and I did therapy. I did physical therapy. That didn't work. And yeah, and then I tried to do something else too with the tatas. But they're like, you need to lose at least a little bit, like 10 pounds, 5 or 10 pounds. I was like, and I'm like, it's not bad, but it didn't seem that hard to lose that much, but it can be. And I was like, okay, it wasn't meant to be at this time. So went to the chiropractor. Keandra technically really like made me do it. He didn't make me do it, but he like, let's go walk in here. And the next thing you know, he's like, oh, okay. And he went ahead and took care of the bill or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, my back, my whole body feels brand new. And I love it. I love it. It sounds good. Yum. It is really good. And it's a good, like, healthy snack too. Let's see. OMG. Right. I read 48 pages. Awesome. Awesome. I want to at least get to page 150 tonight, if not more. Let's see. Oh, hell no. Y'all are too vicious. Because we did an early Valentine's little date or whatever. Because sometimes, like now, with us doing with the cleaning business and working our other jobs and stuff, it can be hard for us to have some quality time without the kids. And our time is very precious out here. So he took me to a surprise dinner, and I'm sure if y'all seen it like on my shorts or whatever. The restaurant was called the Slurping Turtle, and it's where they serve sushi and all that good stuff. And then after that, we were trying to go to get some dessert at the oh, it's a cobbler shop or whatever, peach cobbler shop or whatever. And then we saw the chiropractor, and they said they were going with the sale. And next thing you know, let's go in here, and then it just happened. Oh, I mean, I love that you feel better. Are you going? Yes, yes. I'm going back. I am going back for sure. Oh man, and like I said, he was nice. I was loving his vibe and like it was good. I thought I was going to tense up, but when he told me to breathe in and breathe out, like I had no time. He just like oh, and then my neck, I'm like oh, I'm like man, but it felt good. He cracked my ankles too, and I'm like oh snap. And then it was like, oh, he could tell that I was a side sleeper and all that. Because I used to sleep on my back, not really, but I used to sleep on my stomach a lot before I had my kids. And then after I had my kids, I can't lay on my stomach anymore. It's so uncomfortable to me. It's just yeah. So I feel like my of course my sleeping habits is all messed up. Like here I'm talking to y'all. It's 11:30 at night. We be up. We all be up late and stuff. So I need to get better with my sleeping routine. I need at least get 7 hours of sleep. But mm, sometimes I'll be wanting to read, and sometimes I'm just not sleepy, just like now. But I need to do better. Ooh, yes, the ankles. I'm like, oh, it felt so good. So is he going to do something for? Um, so Keandre has gone to the chiropractor before. I think he will too. Keandre needs to go to the chiropractor because he's always had nothing too severe, but just back problems or whatever because of his growth and stuff, and just from his family history and stuff on his dad's side. So yeah, I feel like he's gonna come with me next time. Like, why not? He might as well. He'll feel 10 times better. Let's see. Uh, so you had a full body then? How long? It didn't take long at all. Yeah, I had a full body. It didn't take long at all. It took maybe like six. No, not even 6 minutes. It was less than that. More like 4 minutes. He did everything. He was fast with it. And then he told me first I was face down or whatever. He did my back and then my side, both my sides. And then he told me just like flip over and lay on my back. Then he got my neck. Then he got my ankles and stuff. I'm like, oh. So it was amazing. It was amazing. Bree was right. She was right. Oh, definitely a great experience to have. But anywho, let's go ahead and do another 60. And then maybe I'll see how I feel after the 60. And then if I'm still up like this, we'll do a 30 and then call it a night. So let me find a timer. Let's see. We'll do. Let's do this one. Hopefully this one doesn't have ads. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. Adrian, hold on, let me just make sure she comes in here first. Oh man. But yeah. That chiropractor. Hey Adrian.
Hi, everybody. I was like, wow, I really did take a nap because I totally missed that notification.
Obviously the nap was needed.
Yeah, I went to a birthday party, my first one since everything happened in January,
Mm-hmm.
uh, for a old friend of mine, and she did it at this place which I didn't even know existed in Manhattan yet, where you can throw axes.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was so much fun, but it was a workout. I was like, I wasn't thinking of it as being a workout. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, we got to come here again.
Oh man, that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. They even have a rage room, so I was like, okay, we got to come back here.
Oh, is the rage room? Is that where you break in stuff with the thing? The
Uh-huh.
oh yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
I was like, y'all need more than one room now. You just got one room. You're in Manhattan. You probably need a little bit more. Just at least two more rooms.
Oh man, that might be another date. Date would be after we go to.
And they had a DJ downstairs. He was like, "Happy Black History Month." I said, "Happy Black History Month, my bro." Playing Jay-Z's Black Album. I was like, "That's my
Oh
stuff."
my gosh, sounds like you had a fun time.
I did. And my friends were happy that I came out. I was like, I got there a little late. It took me a little bit longer to leave the house, and they're like, "No, it's okay. We're glad that you came out the house." I said, "Mm-hmm."
Hmm.
But yeah, just trying to get used to my new normal.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did go out. Have some
Yeah.
fun.
Hmm. Then I started logging onto you, and I see you start talking about munchies, and I said, "Oh yeah, I've only had one meal right now. Let me go and heat up something." So I'm waiting for my empanadas from HelloFresh to finish heating up.
Oh man, like I just ate, and I'm like thinking like I'm hungry all over
They're,
again.
they're chicken and vegetable empanadas, and I was like, I only got one pack, and now they're gone. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that next time. Now
Yeah.
that I know how good they are, I'm like, ooh.
Hmm. Like it's so bad. Like I want specifically for some odd reason, which I rarely eat. I rarely eat this, but sometimes I have a taste for it. Like I really want some White Castle
Oh,
to
you mentioned White Castle. Oh, that was months ago. Oh, that was months ago.
right.
Yeah.
I don't have it often, and
Mm-hmm.
I want a jalapeno cheese slider right now. Like I don't know why that specifically, but it's
Uh-huh. That's very specific. Mm-hmm.
I know it's like I don't know what's going on, but it's like I want it. Like and like I'll have the fries,
And I want it now.
it's like that's what I'm craving right now is some White Castles and maybe their malts, which is like their milkshake, but their milkshake is on another level. It's not like all the other milkshake places I've been to. Oh,
I haven't eaten in White Castle so long. I was like, milkshakes. When they start doing that?
hmm. Like my dad, I guess, way before I was born, um, when he worked there, he was talking always about their milkshakes, and I didn't know they existed. He's like, yeah, and then he's like, yeah, those sliders used to be 50 cents, and da 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 da. I'm like, oh wow, ain't
Had
that?
no idea. Had no idea. McDonald's, yes, especially when I'm only one time have I craved it in McDonald's. The machine wasn't working. I said, people tell me about the machine not working, and I didn't want to believe them. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Like I had a cousin that worked at McDonald's. It was years ago, and they would say like they would always say that because they either didn't want to clean it or it's just like they didn't feel like dealing with it. So they would say that, but some would legit not work. But most of the time, it was working. They just didn't want to mess with it and deal with the mess. I haven't had McDonald's in a long time. And then somebody told me like they don't even got a dollar menu anymore. I'm like, what? That's what they were known for. Like, okay. I mean, shoot, inflation is real out here, right? Man. Mm-mm-mm. Whew.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you? Oh, I don't know whether or not you reviewed this book yet, but I bought it on Pango. I bought something on Pango for the first time.
What was it?
The It's a first time author. What's her name? So Illumicrate has the blue version of the book, but the but the book is regularly read. So it's not Faybound because I have Faybound, but it's you have it. It's the complete something the principle something principle.
Oh, the Principal Moments.
Yes, the principal moment.
Oh, I haven't read it yet. I want to read it though.
Okay, so somebody on TikTok is going to be the bane of my existence. Sometimes I just keep on buying stuff in that darn app. But anyway, this young lady said, I know what this is. I know what this is. And I said, okay, let me just see what this package is. And she opened it and pulled it out. And she said, and I got it off of Pango Books. I was like, wait. I said, no way. I was like, no way did she get this from Pango.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went on and I was like, 2 copies left, 3 copies left. I'm like, people really just get certain books and just automatically put them on Pango? And so I downloaded the app and bought it. I was like, that way I can track it. I was like,
yeah, because now it's like you really don't need to be part of the Fairy Loot subscription or Illumicrate because people will literally just buy them and just put them on Pango. Like
some stuff, I'm like, I'm not paying all that money for.
Yeah, they do be. Yeah, the prices be
ridiculous. But y'all know I love a pretty book.
And I do want to review that book. I don't hear people talking about it enough. Like
I don't either. But I watched the author and I love her background story. So I really hope that I enjoy it. But I know in terms of it debuted number 4 on the New York Times chart. So
that's good. It's crazy though because I tried to order that book in the store and it was nowhere to be found for me to order it. So I don't I think I talked about this earlier. I don't think the publisher has a deal with like Barnes and Noble, particularly because I couldn't order it and put it on the shelves for nothing.
But that's weird because she had it on her well, not her site, her thing she talks about Waterstone. That she saw it at Waterstones, but I think what she initially was signing books was not Waterstone. So maybe that's it.
Maybe because I know the publisher is a British publisher.
Yeah, she is British herself.
But I don't know. I'm gonna still try and keep looking on the website if it pops up or not, and because I know she just got another book deal for like a Doctor Who type of book, I think.
Yeah, the book what something Ruby Road, which was the last episode with the first Black Doctor, his whole episode with him.
Yeah. See, that book is all over Pango and Mercari. I have it from a Illumicrate subscription. I believe it's one of the books for the Missy Elliott readathon. It is? Is it really? I know out there.
I usually do that readathon, but I'm sitting up here trying to play catch up, so I have to watch that thing again so I can write it down because I always like to support Shay's that readathon. Shay's
So I picked up Out There Screaming. I didn't know that was part of it. I'll have to look at that video again. I must have missed it or just didn't think about it. I also tried to see if there was audio for it and it's not, so that's fine. I'll just read it else. But yeah, it says Amazon doesn't carry it either, or it was limited or something. Wow.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's described as a space opera.
I wonder, does she know that? Because that means there's only a limited amount of people that will get a hold of it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, that is. Oh.
Where's the Pango?
Because is it still on Pango?
Because I wonder when it's coming.
It depends on who ships it. I know with mine, like if I get a notification and it's a good amount of time for me, I'll put it in the box, make sure it's wrapped up nicely, and then ship it the same day. Because I'm like, I know people want this book. I'm not going to just hold on to it much longer.
Yeah, Butcher and Blackbird just sold out.
Oh, it's called Butcher and Blackbird. Oh, by Brain Weaver. What is this one about? Well, someone said it's amazing. Oh, it's a TikTok friends to lover dark romantic comedy full of murder, chaos, and spice. Huh. TikTok be the place usually where people be getting their references from. Let me see. Oh yeah, people still have. These prices aren't that bad for the principal moments. Some people be going crazy putting like 60, 80, $100. I'm like, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one for 28, 25. Some are in the 30s. There's one that's for 50. So some of the prices are reasonable. That $75 one is not. But yeah, there's a few $25 ones, and then it goes from to 30 to 35. So people are selling like a lot of them. Hmm.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
Right. I'm like, why are y'all trying to get rid of it? But then again, who knows? Some people are probably just subscribed to Fairy Loot and Little Crate and Waterstones just to get these books and sell them for much more.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I read Black Queen. I liked it, and it is good. Wander in the Dark is a YA thriller. Two brothers trying to solve murder of white popular girl from school when one of them gets accused for it. Okay. I almost bought the book off Pango Mercari, and I pumped the brakes because duh, I already had it. I hadn't opened the box yet.
Oh.
How many boxes that you haven't opened? I know you be.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I be doing the same thing. I'm like, wait a minute. I have this book. I need to stop. Oh, so I understand. I understand. I'm like, I have this book. But sometimes I'll be at work and I'll get these notifications of certain books and I'll be ready to like purchase and then I have to like think and like visually look at my bookshelves in my head like, wait, I have that book. Because sometimes there are moments where I forget. And apparently it's common because at work there's this guy that always comes return his book and be like, oh crap, I already had this book. And because I always help him get because I know what books he goes for, and pretty much I know all the books that he has by now. And I'm like, oh yeah, you definitely have that one. You gotta get the next one, and that's when I find him the next one in the series that he's reading. It's on Amex. Oh. I'm much better about it in 2024. I just got this month's Illum Crate delivered 2 days ago. I'll open it tomorrow. I forgot to skip my Illum Crate for this month, but I think it's called the Caged God or something. So I'm like, I'm gonna give it a try. It looks good and it sounds good. But what I really want is March's book, which is Fathom Folk, which has the sirens and dragons and all that I want.
Mm.
And it's by a BIPOC author, so I'm like, I might as well get it. And then, Fairy Loops for next month has The Tempest of Tea in it. And I forget the other one. It's on Amazon US for $40.25. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot. There's more there. There's cheaper ones on Tango for sure. Oh man. And then I be on TikTok too lately, and I need to stop. But I've been trying to post a little bit more on TikTok because it's crazy how there's people that literally will purchase books because they just saw it on TikTok. And I'm like,
Yes.
I need to post a lot of books by Black authors up here. So let me do that right now. We about to change up a little bit, change it up. I'm tired of seeing the same few authors on here. I'm done. Pango is dangerous because I use my Afterpay to buy. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It doesn't have my purchase on here.
It doesn't.
Mm-mm.
I don't think I've ever bought from Pango. I only sold. But if you,
I'm gonna look at my email.
yeah, look at your
If I
email.
signed up afterwards, that might be the reason why.
Yeah, also check your spam too, just in case. But usually it would say in your account that you purchased it.
Yep, here's my receipt. And I got a 15% off discount.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not paying $40 for this book. When I see it for in the 20s, I was like, yes.
Hmm.
Oh, they weren't playing. They shipped it today. Today is the 3rd, right?
Yeah.
They shipped it today.
Yep. I'll try to ship it the
Cool.
next day too. 'Cause I'm like, I know they want this book. So I do my best to make it same day if I can. If not, it'll be the following day. I love Pango. The people mail out the books right away. I just bought 2 of the same books for $5. It's been sold for 60. Oh gosh, $60 or more on Mercari and eBay. What book? If you don't mind me asking, what book is it? Because who 60 bucks? Oh my gosh. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it was mess. Oh man. People be price gouging the crap out of these books. Let me find out. Give me a minute. All right. Oh man. And I'm like, where'd y'all come up with this number?
Be right back. Look, my food dinged. That sounds funny.
Let me
My
sorry. Now
food dinged. Okay.
look at me looking through Pluto, and I'm like, something, but no, I don't need any more. I'm trying to be good with what I get. Um, let's see. There's Maureen Fry in the Angel of the North Goldsboro edition. What? Hold up, I'm about to just look. Look it up. I did not see. I haven't seen any Goldsboro editions. Maureen Fry. Ooh, that is a pretty book. This one for $15. Oh my god, that's pretty. What is this book about? One for 20. The one went 56.35. Yeah, so there's a $15 one. Now that she was on the road, she felt not excited, but more a sense that even though she didn't know how to explain it, she was doing the right thing. Huh. Have lived a whole life and then find wonder in a tiny creature covered with feathers, weighing no more than a coin. What was it all for, if not for that? Huh, this sounds interesting, and the book is beautiful.
Which book is that?
This one that Elise's got, Marine Fry and the Angel of the North on Pango. It's literally a Goldsboro edition. I never even heard about the book.
Okay, say that again.
It's right here, Marine Fry.
Say that again.
Marine Fry and the Angel of the North.
Okay.
The book is beautiful. I love, I love myself a blue book, blue anything. Hmm. That's another place where you can get your gold world editions too, as long as it's a reasonable price. Hmm. Okay, it looks good. When you read it, you gotta tell me about it, Lacey. What a great catch, Lacey's right. I couldn't pass it up. It's a pretty book. Awesome. I'm being nosy. Does your edition have a blue cover? Look, I bought it, and the whole time I was hoping it wasn't a problematic author. If it is, I don't want to know. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, it is a beautiful cover.
Wow, look at that.
Mm-hmm. Makes our U.S. edition puts the U.S. edition to shame. It says a touching tale about heartbreak and healing. Huh. Says 10. I think this is right one. 10 years ago, Harold Fry um, set off on a 600-mile walk to save a friend, but the story doesn't end there. Now his wife Maureen has her own pilgrimage to make. Huh. Yeah, that sounds good. I understand. Nice cover, right? It is a nice cover. It has a blue cover and like birds on it and shoes. Mm-hmm. Hey Deja, going to read a little before I sleep off. Yep, no problem. We're about to do a 60-minute and then call it a night. Yeah, that's the cover I saw. That's the book. Oh, beautiful. I'm like, I don't need it. I don't need it. But I like the premise of the book, though. It sounds amazing. And I don't know Rachel Joyce. I haven't heard of Rachel Joyce before either. But now I have. It's really good. I might give it a try. All right. Y'all ready to sprint? We're going to do another 60 and then we're going to call it. So I'm actually starting to feel it. I'm about to fall asleep. So let's do this 60-minute.
I'm gonna eat.
Enjoy your food. Let's do this. Yes. So happy reading, everyone. We'll be back in 60 minutes, and this will be the last and final sprint. Hey everyone, how was this last sprint? Finally got into a good part of Fae Bound. Yeah, I'm loving it.
Oh, where are you at? Because I didn't crack it open yet.
I am now on page 160.
It's not that big.
Oh no, it's not. It's a quick read, to be honest with you. I mean, there's only 300. Well, in this book, 372 pages.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna
Yeah, I'm
read.
at 14% of the graveyard shift.
Okay. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna read another 100 pages and then hopefully finish it tomorrow. Actually, so the goal, anyways. Oh, let's see. Hey, y'all, my boo thing just left for the night, so time to get some reading done. Yeah, I had gotten off work and I'm like, I'm not tired, so let's have some reading sprints. Oh man. Someone just bought the Broken Binding Dandelion Dynasty for $1,050. Oh my god.
Wow.
Like, I love the Dandelion Dynasty, don't get me wrong, but I'm not spending that much. Ooh,
Okay.
I guess. I mean, it is a good, but ooh, that's a lot. For one book, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have, now if it was the whole set, I could see why that would be like $1,000 because it's all 4 books and it's a Goldboro edition, and I'm assuming it's signed. So I
Yeah.
would,
Yeah.
you know,
But not for
but
one book.
not for one. I'm sorry.
I'm like, does it walk? What is it doing?
Right. I I would never buy a book that much, and if I did, Keandre would do something to me. I would have disappeared. Oh man, he would have me on a ban for life. Like no books at all. Like, oh man, he would be checking, seeing, did you buy a book? He'd be like, so yeah, he'd be on my case. Okay, trying to get a few chapters in before I doze off. All right.
Like, did you forget we got three mouths to feed?
Right. Right. So like, oh.
You know he would. He was like, hey, wait a minute.
Mhm. Mhm.
We didn't have a discussion about this.
Right. We were just talking about me trying to get another bookshelf, and he just refused. But it's fine. Eventually, something, we'll see what happens. Brandy, Adrian, everyone's in the chat. I'm reading House of Flame and Shadow. Also watching TikTok. Mostly watching. I watch TikTok, and one of the people that I follow, I guess there was some more TikTok drama. I guess there was, and it was on the
Yeah,
second.
I missed it though. But
Yeah, it was
there
on the
was
second day of Black History Month, and I guess one Black book talker was saying how, I guess, how the same Black book talkers only recommend only 5 books or whatever. And so I
I'm
watched,
like, who you watching? I'm like, who you watching?
and I'm like, I'm watching the video, and I'm like, they always recommend like a variety of different books by Black authors. So I'm not understanding. And I'm like, why is it that we keep coming for each other? Like, can't we all get
Yeah.
along and be in unity for at least one damn month?
Yeah, so one of the TikTokers, of course, right, Casey,
Mm-hmm.
she said, I'm not understanding when you follow all these people who I happen to be in the group chat with, and all 7 of us, including me, you follow all of us. She said, and I've had interactions with you. She said, I know we are from more than 5 of the same books. She said, I
Mm-hmm.
know for a fact. And I said, I know for a fact too, because I was familiar with everybody that she listed except for one person.
Right.
So I was like,
And
um, who is this person? I'm like, because I didn't see the video. I'm like,
I
who is
looked
she
it up.
talking about?
I'll send it to you. Um, but yeah, I was also watching it, and I'm like, she always has Black Book of the Day.
Yes,
And I'm like,
Casey.
okay, I'm not understanding here what this person
Uh-huh.
is talking about.
Yep.
I'm like, do you really watch her content? Like, what's going on? You used to be a mutual of hers, and it's like something's not adding up.
Yeah.
It's like, man, and I feel like
Between her and the African woman who's British, I was like, come on.
it's just like one thing after another. It hasn't even it's been like maybe a week from that drama, just a
Yeah,
week,
exactly.
and I'm like,
And I
geez,
used to follow her too. I unfollowed her. I was like, I
yeah,
can't.
I don't follow her. I'm just like, come on. And then you see on Instagram of how Tyrese said he wished he was Latino or something like that, and people are trying to go in on him about it. And I'm just like, why is everybody? I don't know. It seems like Black History Month is already on a rocky start, and it's just like I think that's why it was like we are constantly always against each other, and I think and like if we all came together on things, I feel like some stuff could get done.
Yeah, exactly.
The Black community, and it's just it's painful. And it's crazy because it seems like when it comes to books, it's always drama somewhere, either booktube or book talk, sometimes IG. It's just like, ugh, can we have a drama free month? You know, just for
Mm,
me. I've been
yeah.
here, my phone was charging, I couldn't chat. We made it to page 218 of the cutting season. All right.
Hmm.
I finished Changing All Stars and it was really good. 4 stars. That's good to hear. I'm excited because I'm going to be reading that this month.
I keep on seeing it. At one point, I was like, I'm not seeing enough people talk about it. Now I've been seeing a lot of people add it to their TBR. So I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm
it's getting popular now.
right. 116. It took that long to get good. Y'all are patient readers. I mean, it's still good. I think well with this book, I mean, it's getting to the world building. We're getting to know two of the main characters because we're getting two different points of views, and then a little bit in between of other introductions of stuff. But it progresses really fast. Like in this book, something already happens, and then something else happens, and then they have to figure this out. So it's good. It's good. Um, I got a page 73 of the remarkable retirement of Edna Fisher. Okay. Would never spend that much for something so flammable. yeah, that. I finished Secret Lives of Trick Ladies and on chapter 3 of Faybound. All right. I like to do that.
Oh, really like that book.
Which one?
I
The
read that.
Secret Lives of Church Ladies?
Yeah, I read it in 2022, I think. Was really good.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to look it up and see.
Hmm.
Oh, it was the whole set. I'm still crying. I was hoping they would bring it down a few. Okay, so all right. If it was a whole set, then that makes sense. Why was that much?
Okay.
Okay. I was like, if it was one book, I don't know about that.
Ooh. I was like, people got some money.
Right. If the algorithm is showing you the same books, then just say that people got to stop making blanket statements. Right. I mean, whatever you're
Yeah.
watching, that's what the algorithm is going to give you. But even with the people of her mutuals, if that's her mutuals, wouldn't you think that her algorithm would be, I don't know. I don't know. Mixed thoughts on that take. If you only follow people that read hype black books, then yes, but so many smaller creators recommend so many more underrated ones. True. True. Sometimes I'm like, oh, they need to start a follow train or something for book talkers that have you know,
Hmm.
but I don't know. It was just disheartening. Let me. I need to see if I can find you that
Yeah, I want to see the original video.
because I was just like, what? So I think it was this one right here. Hold on. No, I'm not trying to do that. Why is it doing that? Hold on. Here we go. All right, I just sent it to you.
Okay.
And then I saw the comments in the chat too. And Casey was in there. Because I'm also looking for the other one. But I think that was a response to what was going on.
Yeah, I saw the response. That's why
Response.
Casey's response. That's why I was like,
I wonder if she took the original. I don't think she took the original down. Or maybe, I don't know. Hold on. There's this one. Yeah, I have to see. I'm searching and I'm scrolling. See, I had to just pass on the Tyrese coverage on Shade Room. The comments were beyond ignorant. I didn't even read the comments. Like, I think I read one, and it was like, geez, literally on the third day of Black History Month, and then that was it. The cutting season is my first Attica Locks since Bluebird, and now I want to read everything she has written. Okay. All right. But I know if, like, for me, I'm trying to put more stuff on TikTok, and I know that, like, I'll share my TBR and everything, and it's definitely, I feel like has a variety. But the book talk, how long has it been around? Like, it hasn't really been as popular, maybe since maybe 2020, maybe.
yeah, it's a baby in this field.
Yeah. So it's just like, definitely gotta give it more time. But yeah. Yeah, he didn't want to be black. See, I didn't even hear the video. I just saw the caption. So I'm just like, what's going on? It seems like we're coming for each other, and I'm like, no. Let's just sit back for a second. Oh man. And then I know there's the whole thing with Target and with their little it's on there. It's the bullseye section, the dollar section, and I guess there was certain Black History Month things they had for kids, and I guess they misprinted things and they identified W.E.B. Du Bois with somebody else, and yeah, so they put the names on the wrong figures, and so they had to take them off the shelves. So yeah, I'm just like, okay, yeah. So I get they took them off the shelves. I think they're going to try to fix it, but yeah, that was crazy. But I think that is it. I think I'm ready to. I'm ready to go to bed now. I'm seeing my eyes are getting heavy. So. Oh man.
Yeah, I colored my hair Friday.
So. It looks good.
Yeah. To get rid of these grays.
Oh man. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night, everyone. This was fun. I know this was last minute sprints. It's more like an impromptu, but I figure like I needed to get some reading done before I go to sleep and just to chat with y'all, chat it up, see how everybody's doing. But Bree is having her sprints, I believe, tomorrow. And then I'll have some sprints on Monday. But thank you all for coming. Have a good night and have a good day tomorrow or today, wherever you are. And I'll catch y'all next time. Have a good night.